All right. MoonKILL is back with another one, and we have Enemy with us. Enemy.
What's going on, Matt?
What's up?
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
What's up?
Want to hear individual voices, right?
Matt.
Matt on bass.
Matt on bass.
Hi, I'm Steven. I'm the Vox in enemies.
The Fox.
I'm Lucian. I play drums.
I'm Daniel. I play guitar.
Wait, your name is Lucian?
Yeah.
So medieval. Awesome.
That's why you picked him.
Yep.
It's the only reason.
The guys on the end was like nothing. I got the one Vox. Yeah, you gotta get that little like late night voice going on. I'm Steve and I'm
Stevens
the
is
Vox.
NPR.
I think that's like a given. I gotta have that late night voice.
And then you got the guy in the background with the you gotta get a sword or something, or like wear a like a fur vest or some shit. Lucian, the Almighty.
Lucian.
The Viking hat.
Yeah. And like have like actually like an Almighty with it or something. Lucian the.
I got those sunglasses.
There you go. Oh,
Should put them on.
I'll put them on.
You should.
Lucian the Skin Destroyer. You know what I mean? That's the shit, right? There we
There you
go.
Now he's Lucian.
That's bad.
Much better.
The
These lights were
Terminator.
too bright.
All right, hey, thanks for coming, you guys.
Thanks for
It was a
having us.
pleasure
Yeah.
having you guys.
Appreciate it.
You guys are loud as shit.
Thank
All
you.
right. So let's see, you guys are we're from LA, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Atwater
I'm
area.
I'm from New York originally, but I've been living here for like 7 years. So
About 7 years.
It's
And the
about
rest of
7
you
years.
from
I'm from the Alhambra area, like over here by East LA. And I'm kind of the only one further from these guys. They're
you
all-
guys are in the same area?
Yeah.
I live like in Chinatown, Echo Park area. But yeah.
Yeah, I grew up in Antwater, pretty much like Antwater Village. So,
All right.
but the thing about it is like we all like, excluding Lucian, but like we all kind of went to high school
Oh,
together.
yeah.
But we never knew each other in high school. So like we never
Well-
hung out.
Well, I mean, me and Dad.
I mean, like, well, they did. I didn't. Like,
Yeah.
we had mutual friends.
Yeah.
I've known
Okay.
Matt since I was 15.
Me and Daniel were friends from like sophomore year.
Yeah.
But you guys weren't playing or anything at that time, huh?
We were. It was band, like band, high school band. That's where we got our start together. And then again with Steven, like
we didn't really start hanging out with Steven until like
we graduated.
I think, like, yeah, like first year of college.
a
maybe.
year after we graduated.
Yeah.
Alright.
And, like, at that time, like, I kind of hung out with the same, like, crowd as him, but I didn't really, like, we seen each other in passing, but we just never really, like, hung out.
Yeah.
And, like, I think we, like, hung out, like, I first met Daniel through my buddy Max and Diego, and like from then on we found out that we had the same common interest. And then I met Matt, and Daniel hit me up one day and was like, I have an idea for a band. Would you be down to sing? And
You ever sang before?
no, not really. Like I actually don't know why did you ask me to sing? I don't know why.
I saw that video of you covering a Nervous Breakdown.
Oh, there we go. Yeah,
It was punk
that-
rock karaoke at
That
this
was
bar.
So
Right.
I started working at this bar, and my coworker, she was good friends with Steve Soto from Adolescence,
Adolescence, uh-huh.
R.I.P. And she was like, he's playing El Cid in Silver Lake,
Oh, okay.
and it was like punk rock karaoke. So it was like Steve Soto and
he was doing the
Stan
whole
Lee
band
from,
thing?
yeah, like
Yeah.
Stan Lee from the Dickies, and
Yeah.
and
That's right.
pretty much like they have a whole roster list of like bands and songs, and then like you pick a song to like play. And she signed me up without telling me, and she was like, be here on time because you got to sing a song. And I've never been on stage before or anything, so
That
like
was your first time, huh?
yeah, it was my first time, and I got so wasted that night.
I was
And-
about to say,
yeah,
you
I
drunk
got-
or sober for that?
No, I got drunk, dude. And
Is that
because it was
is
just like, it's like one of those things, like the bands that like I listen to and idolize. Like, I'm gonna be on stage with these motherfuckers, and like
Yeah.
I'm gonna sing like
That's a big
Black
first
Flag
gig.
song with the bass player from Adolescence. Like
Yeah.
what? And I got up there and like, I guess someone was recording me when I sang it, and they posted it on Facebook, and Daniel saw it, and that's when he asked me. He was like, "Do you want to sing in this band?"
So I guess, Daniel, tough question. You saw that footage. Did you say, "Wow, he's good," even though he's fucking wasted, or you saw potential beyond the wasted part?
Definitely saw potential.
You don't have to lie,
And
Daniel.
I just used.
Gotta lie to kids.
You don't have to lie, bro.
I think at that point I knew Steven like pretty well already, and
I feel
like
attacked right now.
Did you like say like, "Wow, 2 less beers, he'll be awesome"?
no, he just had really good stage presence.
You do, totally
Yeah.
do.
Oh, thanks, man.
Like
I
I
just, like-
thought you'd been singing in bands for beyond this, or or for a while.
Yeah, when I was when I was thinking about it, I was just like, who's the person that would be perfect for this? And like the first person was Steven.
So that was your first choice, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How? Okay, so what time frame was this? Like how long ago was this?
Couple
I think
years.
this was in 2013.
No.
Because our first show was at the bar we work at, the Griffin in Glendale, and Steven was turning 23 that day.
Oh, damn, yeah.
So
Holy shit.
I think
So that's only like 4
that
years
was
ago.
on your birthday,
Yeah, we had our first show on my birthday.
and the same birthday as
was
That's like 2015.
it's 2016.
Anton
sorry.
LaVey.
Anton LaVey and Steven shared the same birthday.
It was
El Faden.
Yeah.
it was April 11th, 2016.
Oh, right on. 2016.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys been around since 2016, 15-ish. That's
And
Kind
then,
of.
I mean, before that too, kind of don't like to remember this time because we were doing like a little side project before Enemy. It was you wouldn't have thought it was us because we were doing like surf rock at the time.
okay.
It was like a
It was
little
like
garage
surf
surf rock
garage
band.
rock.
That technically was our start, I guess you could say.
Yeah, but
It was me, Daniel, Steven did sing a little bit on that one,
Oh, God.
and he
Remember
played
that?
guitar.
and he
Oh,
played
yeah, I
guitar.
play guitar.
And he played
Oh,
guitar.
and you played the drums.
Yeah.
Daniel, yeah, that's right.
first.
Daniel did play a little bit of drums on that. So I guess you could say that technically was
That is
What,
a
little
little
bit of the
what
start.
switched over to the sound you have now?
we just that wasn't really what we wanted to do in the end. Like me and Daniel, for sure, always liked punk,
Yeah.
and that's what we always wanted to do. We just didn't have the people to do that music with. Like the drummer we had at the time was not into that music at all.
Yeah, I told
They-
Matt like let's just go on Craigslist and whatever we find, like
Yep.
let's just work with it.
Now you guys, so let's start with you two. You guys has always been in the punk scene, or
As long as we known each other, yeah.
Yeah. I started listening to it when I was like 13.
Give or take, yeah.
Give or take around the
Same
same
around
age.
the same time, elementary
Yeah, me
school.
too.
Same thing.
Yeah, my friend introduced me into it. Like, I mean, I would go in my mom and dad's garage at the time, and I found all their old records, and that's when I like discovered like what's it called, Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin, and, like classic rock and the Doors and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a friend. His name was Julian, and he kind of introduced me to like my first like punk songs. Like he
What,
showed.
what was the first ones you heard that
I mean,
really
he
got
sh-
you?
He showed me Misfits, and like I was like, what is this? And then I was like, Astro Zombies and all that shit. And then like he would show me some other stuff. Like he showed me Dag Nasty, and what's it called?
But from the Misfits, you didn't feel like putting fishnets on and shit. Or
Nah.
so
I mean,
Blackening out the
there
eyes.
there was an incident like when I was like I think I was like 12. I think I was like 12, and at the time I was like super into The Cure, and I still love The Cure. Like The Cure is the shit.
Hell yeah.
And I remember at one point there was a birthday party happening, and I like was so into like I wanted to be Robert Smith, so I showed up to this birthday party wearing all black. And like at the time I had long hair, and like I made it look all nuts. And
Tease the hair.
I put on my mom's like red lipstick.
Oh man.
That's fucking awesome.
And
I didn't know
pictures?
That is awesome.
There's,
I know,
not
no pictures. of
pictures.
this?
There's no pictures. There's no pictures. I walked into this fucking birthday party, and like everyone, Like cause like in the middle school I grew up primarily around like Filipino like kids and everything, and I remember like all the Filipino moms just like looking at each other like, oh my god.
Who invited that kid?
Yeah,
Right.
it was so funny, and like my mom didn't fret one thing. She was just like, well, you can do it.
Like you
I
guys
think you
would
should bring it back.
Yeah.
Lipstick thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
just recreate that whole look.
Grow out your
man.
hair again.
I mean, my girlfriend is
Fuck it
always like
up.
trying to put lipstick on me, so
There you go.
Let her.
maybe. Yeah, I probably should.
Like you guys, what were the first songs that caught your attention for punk or even hardcore or whatever you want to
Oh,
call it?
I got a good
Punk?
story, kind of. What was it? So I was really into Rage Against the Machine when I was like in 7th grade,
I think everyone was.
like everyone, which is funny because now I
Yeah.
like can't stand them.
Really?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't like rap.
My
Like it's
my
too
classmates, Zach De La Rocha was her uncle.
Dude, Linkin Park, man.
funky. No, I can get whatever. Anyway, no. Well, what's funny? They put out that covers album.
Oh yeah.
I remember
And
that.
one of the songs they covered was Minor Threat. And I was like, oh, this is a good song, but like, let's see who does the original. And I played the original, and I was like, oh my god, this is so much better than any Rage Against the Machine song I've ever heard.
That was your
And
introduction.
then that was
to,
like me being like, oh, this band is whack.
just from that.
And then there used to
That's
be a
true, though.
website, or it's still up probably, but I used to use it a lot, called allmusic.com. And it was just a lot of like, here's the band. Here's what other bands sound like that are related to them. Here's the members.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I got started. I also remember I had like a babysitter at the time. So I got into punk from my dad because he's a big Ramones and Clash fan. So those
Right.
two I liked.
Nice.
And then on my own, I got into like Rancid and Green Day. And I remember I had a babysitter who was like, oh, you like punk, huh? And I'm like, yeah, I like the Clash, the Ramones. And she's like, nice. And I'm like, Rancid and Green Day. And she's like, oh, well, you should watch this movie, Decline of Western Civilization. The bands are much
I
better.
love that movie.
And I was like, oh. And she's like, Black Flag? I'm like, no. Like, Germs, no. She's like,
Minor.
okay, we're going to watch it. So we watched it. What's funny is that I didn't like the Germs at first. I thought Darby Crash's vocals were like so terrible that I just couldn't get down.
No, don't worry. You were right about that.
No, I mean, now I like it. It took me a
You're
second.
totally right about that.
But I remember like seeing Black Flag like live, or not live.
Oh
but
wait, I
on
was about
the-
to say what?
No, they play in the documentary, and I was
Okay.
like, oh, that's like, yeah, fuck Rancid. That's it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well, you know what? Well, since you brought that up, we've had this question on the air before. We got time? We got a sec? Because you brought that up, and being the fact you guys play as hard as you guys do, and it is pretty fast, and and giving you what you just said, man. There's always that divide, right?
Mm-hmm.
So is Green Day punk or are they not punk?
Pop punk.
I think they're pop punk. I think
And everyone's got their own opinion. I don't suppress
yeah,
opinions.
Definitely say pop punk.
yeah. I mean,
Pop punk, and you come fight me
you
right
could
now.
argue also that like the original spirit of punk is like it was a movement at a certain point, and now the movement the original thing is sort of died off, and now there's like a tradition being carried. So I don't know. Sure, why not? They're punk, I guess.
Daniel?
I like early Green Day still. Like Dookie is a good album, I think. But yeah, it's pop punk. It's like
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have to agree.
it's kind of its own thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess.
But what was your first song?
Oh, my first song was
Artist.
California Over Alice. As soon as those drums came in, just I was blown away.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, for you being a New Yorker, man, when did you come over here?
2011. Came out here for school. And then I was like, LA is fucking sick. I'm gonna stick around.
Wow,
So
really?
I did. And then I
But you weren't. Were you into the punk scene out there?
in high school I played in like a math rock band. I played bass in a math rock band called
Man, what's
Fiasco.
it called?
Fiasco.
Oh God, yeah.
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 Yes.
I have a
We-
friend. Yeah.
we actually, like-
Michelle. She manage
Yeah.
you guys? Michelle.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
I'm not good with the name. So what's a math rock band?
Basically, our whole
Weezer.
thing was
I like to think we just like math, like
No,
that
no, no.
nerdy
Not
rock.
at all.
I
like
think
Don
so.
Caballero, hella. It's basically like
Who?
rock in a lot of odd time signatures.
What's
and a lot of
the
So kind of
Dillinger
progressive?
Escape Plan.
kind of,
Like Devo.
kind of, yeah.
It's like
Which is funny because I hate prog rock, and we kept getting like Fiasco. People would be like, "Yeah, it's so progressive," and I'd be like, "Fuck, no, god damn it."
But that's what you're doing.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I mean, yeah.
And
It just doesn't sound like Rush, you know.
You're gonna
But yeah,
pick
we
on-
like our thing. Like we had a
pick on
song
Rush.
where like the drums were in like 3/4, the bass was in 4/4, and the guitar was in like 6/4, whatever.
Oh, you guys are all over the map.
We were all over the map, and we actually like our thing about it was that we played it loud and fast, and there was definitely like a punk influence there.
It's almost a Missing Men's kind of, or missing what is it, Minutemen kind of sound.
Sorta.
Yeah,
yeah.
We liked we covered
quirky,
the Minutemen at one
quirky
point.
kind of.
Oh, you did?
But
What
more,
song?
it was more like aggressive, but also like confusing. Like it was one of my favorite things was seeing people try to dance at shows, and they would always be like,
They get lost.
they get like
Yeah.
totally lost. And then after when I was in college, I finally fucking joined a punk band. It was a power violence band
Nice.
called. We actually had like 4 names, but the best name was Drug Attic, not Addict, Attic.
All right.
And that was super fun, and I loved that. But then the singer was a senior, so he graduated, and then the bass player transferred. So then my buddy and I formed a new band. It was called Lead Forest, and like basically it was a hardcore band, but like we borrowed a lot. So it would be like the screamo part, the black metal part, the doom metal part, the D-beat part.
All right.
It was kind of all over the place, but cool little project. I also played a double kick in that, which was a mistake.
Don't like double kicks, huh?
I do, just not in that kind of music.
Only extra metal.
Yeah,
what?
I also listen to like
The metal.
yeah, I listen to a ton of metal.
Well, but then you came out here, right?
And I came out here.
How did you hook up with these guys, or how did you guys find him? Either way.
Actually,
I know the story.
You know the
Well,
host? Really?
it
I
was
don't.
through
It's through Zoe.
yeah, from my point of view, it was at the time. So I knew this dude. His name is Zoe, and he's in this band called No Parents. And I was hanging out with all those dudes, and I told him we were talking one night, and I was telling him that we needed a drummer, and he hit me up. Oh shit! He hit me up one day. And he was like, "Oh, like, dude, I think I have a drummer for you. It's my buddy Lucian. You should check him out. He actually has a YouTube like video of like, let me join your hardcore band."
That's not true.
Is that what he said? I think he told me.
No,
there was a video,
this is what it was.
or like,
I posted a video. I posted an Instagram story
there we go.
of me doing blast beats, and I was like, half joking, half serious. Like, let me be in your metal band. Like, I want to fucking play.
Yeah.
Well, because also, like, for me, like, it's weird because I've been into this kind of music for so long, but, like, I haven't really played it enough, and it's always bothered me. I play in this other band called Shit Giver, which is, like, gothy post-punk shit, on tour in May.
Shit giver.
Shit Giver.
Shit
yeah.
giver.
On tour in May.
How
Shit.
dare
Check us
you?
They're really good.
Shit giver.
Yeah. But, and that fills, like, a niche. Oh, yeah. Oh, that, like, fills a part of my soul.
Right.
The post-punk,
Post-punk
gothy
part.
80s shit. But then I was always like, fuck, I need to fucking play in, like, a punk band. Like, I miss it. And then I posted that Instagram thing of me doing blast beats. Zoe saw it and was like, oh, yeah, let's get him in Enemy. And then that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
History was made.
And I'm stoked. I get to play D beats all day.
Yeah, we love Lucian.
Yeah.
We went through a bunch of drummers
Like
before
3.
him. Was it 3?
Yeah, it was,
It was
Jack. Who's the hippie?
Jack, Jagger, and
Hippie.
Austin.
Oh, Austin.
Oh
yeah,
my
Jack, Jagger, and Austin.
God.
But
Austin, if
Yeah.
you're watching this, I'm coming for you. Yeah. But yeah, we went through like 3 drummers.
Austin
and, like,
wasn't the hippie, was he?
He was the hippie.
he was the
hippies
hippie
alone,
man.
Why are you punks always picking on the hippies?
First of all, he picked on me.
Punks
Okay.
is hippies.
Huh?
Punks is hippies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get
But they've always been picking on the hippies. Leave them alone.
Whatever.
I don't know.
They got Grateful Dead. Leave them alone.
Whatever. You can go drink his yerba mate. I don't give a shit. But no, we went through 3 drummers, and we really. I mean, all of them were okay, but like, it wasn't really like.
well, Jack was really cool, but
Our first
he just-
drummer was
Yeah,
He had to
Jack
move
was
back
rad,
home.
but he had to go back to Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
And then from then on, like the drummers that we had just weren't a fit.
just didn't
didn't work
connect
out.
with us.
Just didn't it. Yeah, there was like it's almost like that like high school relationship where you look back on it and you're like, God, why?
Our second
And
drummer
then,
was
like-
some like guy was like 45 years old. He was
Yeah. And then we met Lucian, and Lucian
Oh, shit.
practiced with
Our
us,
second
and
drummer
it was
was-
just like it felt right. And since then, it's felt right. So
Yeah.
it's like
good
it's a good,
fit.
it's a good,
yep,
it's a good.
Lucian.
It feels good.
Good. Oh, okay. All right. All right, part 2. So, well, you're the new guy.
I'm the new
The
Newish,
new
yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
But you guys did put a 7-inch out
Yep.
Yes.
before you got there, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
One,
with,
yeah.
with the
That was
hippie?
with the hippie. That was with Austin.
with the
Yeah.
hippie.
I am not on the 7
He is not on the 7-inch.
But you are, so there is a 7-inch out. You guys have a 7-inch.
Yeah.
But you do have the latest single. We have one single up on Bandcamp.
Yeah. So
or-
the 7-inch is up on Bandcamp, and we still have vinyl of that, and that vinyl is actually really cool too. But we have a new, I think 4 new songs that we're putting out on tape. That should be out like what?
Hopefully by the 26th of April.
Yeah, because we're playing. I believe next week, playing 4 shows with Show Me the Body. So they're a hardcore band from New York, and we played a show with them at Rec Center, and became friends with them, and they're the homies. And
But what I'm saying, you got the other 7-inch, which you still have, which is still available. But
Oh, there's
you have the single up.
there's
on
a
Bandcamp,
really
right?
early mix of
It's a demo mix or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
dog on it, right?
Right.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're
yeah.
on there on that one.
I'm on that.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
on those
he's
4
yeah,
songs.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
lineup is
There's like 4
on
songs
that
on
one.
that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
all on that.
But that one is up.
yeah,
right?
yeah, on
Yeah.
Bandcamp.
Yeah.
It's on Bandcamp.
It's on Bandcamp. But you're gonna redo that one.
It's already been redone. We're just
For
waiting
this-
for the tapes to come out.
Yeah.
We recorded them.
Yeah, on this new one's how many songs?
4.
4.
So 4 songs.
4 new
songs.
songs.
Yep.
Little EP, little
Gonna be digital
Tapes.
tape,
tapes.
tape.
Tape.
No,
Tapes.
no vinyl.
No, not vinyl. I mean, I think I'm not sure what we're thinking. I think we're gonna write more songs and then try to put that on vinyl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the
Are you-
next vinyl is gonna be like a full length album.
Maybe.
With
Hopefully.
Maybe.
with or
Maybe.
We'll see.
It's not really punk to do full length.
with
That's fine.
No, it's
What's wrong with it?
It depends on how many songs you have and
No, it's not 7 inches. I'm kidding. I'm
yeah,
kidding.
all 7 inches. You live off 7
that
inches,
joke?
man.
I don't know. What joke?
oh, it has to do with like punks and
7 inches?
Just
Yeah.
7 inches?
where the 7 inches is their dick.
What?
Oh,
You know that
why are
No?
punks always complaining?
Why?
Or it's like because they don't. I fucked it up.
You did it. No, just leave it.
Forget about it.
Just
Why
leave
are
it.
punks so mad?
Why?
They're always complaining about the 7 inches they don't have.
Ah,
There we go.
There
you
it
go.
is. There it
Right.
is. That's it.
it's comedy hour, right? So this, you guys working on this new tape. or it's done, just waiting for them to be out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
It's being-
hopefully a new whole album soon.
Something.
I like
More
it.
stuff.
Are we gonna do a whole album with or with titles?
Oh yes, there'll be. Yeah. Don't worry. All those untitles will be titled
It will be tight.
eventually.
Are we
Right
gonna-
now in our set list, they're labeled. They're all D beat 1, 2, or 3. So we figured it would be better to say untitled than D beat.
For now.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know,
We're a little behind on making the names for them.
I was, you know, I was in a, I was like, you know, you switch titles, you switch names, or don't have them. You know, like I was in a punk band. The guy switched the damn name every fucking other week.
Yeah.
You know,
And you like to name one moment and the next. You're like,
Yeah,
You're over
you know, and we actually went on tour, and he
Okay.
switched it like from here to
Mid tour.
to yeah, oh yeah, like twice. Like we switched it on the way back, and way there, and way back. It was like,
Oh my god.
Dude,
Yeah,
fucking
stick with
stupid.
something,
Yeah, you know, but he was, you know, out there, you know. So you got Full Night coming out, and you guys
Hope-
looking at touring at all, or what? What's going on, man?
We're doing like like the next
playing
4
a-
shows, like a little mini tour, doing Ventura here in LA, Santa Ana, and then San Diego, like 4 shows in a row.
Yeah,
I mean, but like out and about, man. You know?
Oh, yeah,
I mean, we have aspirations to like do like maybe like a 2-week, maybe 3-week if it does happen, 2-week tour in like maybe summer, fall, and want maybe like an up the coast, like West Coast.
Go the
tour.
coast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just gotta find homies to do it and the money because you know we're all broke as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We did go on tour a couple, like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
It was like the 2-week tour, long tour we did. It
Went up
was
the coast or
No, like through the
We
south.
did a weird route.
all through the south.
Through the south. We went through
okay.
like
We went- it was like-
Arizona, New Mexico, Texas,
Yeah, and then from Texas we went to
Tennessee,
Tennessee,
yeah,
and then
Memphis,
went
and
back,
Nashville.
How was
to, like,
Tennessee?
Colorado.
Memphis
fucking
was-
rules.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Memphis rules.
Yeah.
what we hear.
Love
Memphis
Memphis.
is the shit because like the guy who booked the tour for us is actually like one of my like good friends and is like practically like a brother to me. His name's Chris Shaw. And he's in a band called he's in a couple bands. He's in a band called X Cult. He's in Gogs and he's in
Richard Rose.
his new band Richard Rose. And he booked all the shows for us and I met him maybe I want to say like 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, through a tour with Zigzags. I was Zigzags roadie, and I met him because they were touring with X Cult, and pretty much I stayed with him in Memphis for a little bit, and then we became really good friends, and I met everyone in Memphis, and that's like probably the town we had the most fun in because we knew people.
Yeah.
Memphis.
Yeah.
Memphis,
What was the worst one?
Nashville.
The worst show was
Nashville.
Nashville.
Nashville, yeah.
But-
Because it got canceled.
Well, yeah, it
It was
like
just a shit show.
it was horribly organized, and then we ended up like jumping on another bill where we were like
With
And then on top
with
of that,
and guess what? It was a progressive rock band playing that night in Lucian.
yeah,
Prague Rock lives.
Prog rock,
it
man.
does.
Yeah.
I wish it didn't.
Deep,
That's
deep
okay.
in the woods in Nashville.
yep. And I don't know how we got booked at like a Red State bar. It was like
Oh God!
Oh yeah.
Really?
because the bar we were supposed to play, yeah, like it had a sign out right in front, just straight Red State.
I remember like
Yeah.
they found out we were in a okay, so they had a sticker or like a plaque outside that said like this is a country bar. This is a redneck bar. If
Red-
you don't
yeah,
like
like some
country
kind-
music, America, or guns, you can get out. So it's just like okay, cool.
Yeah, it was like so fucked up. It was like pretty messed up because we walked in there and we're all wearing black and hoodies and everything, and like literally saw these veteran dudes, like white old dudes drinking Natty Ice, and
One
like
of the-
one of them was like, "Y'all ain't in Antifa, are you?"
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we
Y'all
got accused of being
and then like
Antifa.
some other dude was like, "They look like a bunch of terrorists to me." And I was like,
my God.
shit.
But they were like fucking with us, but it wasn't like that's not funny.
"Yeah."
Yeah,
That's just-
like they were drunk,
It
and the
was
guy
like, "Damn,
said
you're
we're drunk."
It's
we're
like, "Damn, you're
around,"
fucking with
but
us," but like,
You
Well,
know,
are you gonna
deep
fuck us up?
below.
The one truly funny thing is that they were like, "What kind of music do you play?" And we're like, "We're like a
right.
punk band," and like most of them are just like, "Okay," and then one of them just goes, "What?" So like Misfits, Suicidal
Something like
Tendencies,
Black Flag.
and we were kind of like, "Yeah, kind of like."
This guy caught by
Ballpark.
surprise. He was
I
like an
could've swore
older
I
guy.
heard- so
just-
funny.
could have swore I heard one dude go, "What the hell is punk?"
Yeah, that probably happened.
Yeah, one dude was like, "What the hell is punk?" And I looked at him and I was like, like Steely Dan.
Oh no!
Right.
And he was like, "Oh, okay, right on."
Oh fuck. All right. So so
You're not an
so if you don't have Steely Dan in your punk collection, you are missing out on life.
You're not punk.
Right.
Great scam. Kid Charlemagne.
Steely Dan.
That's rad. Steely Dan.
Yep.
Wow. All right. So again, you guys hopefully you got the tape coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are on all the medias, right?
No, we're just on Bandcamp for right now.
Bandcamp.
Instagram.
Oh, we have
You guys are on
Instagram.
Instagram, yeah.
There's a Facebook.
Enemy _ LA.
Enemy.
Follow the
LA.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Follow the Instagram. That's where we post all our stuff.
I just
Get
got
on.
the password today.
You don't screw around with the Facebooks and the Tweeters and all that stuff.
We
Not
have a
really.
Facebook, but it's not.
Oh,
We're not
yeah.
really active on it.
No.
We have a
Okay.
Facebook.
It's usually just
Yeah, we do.
Instagram.
All right. So
Right, we do.
Instagram, the enemy _ LA.
And
Yes.
Enemy _ LA.
Is there another enemy? You guys you're bumping heads or what?
Apparently,
No,
there
On
apparently
was-
there
Discogs,
was.
we're the 16th enemy.
There's
Oh,
a lot
yeah,
of
yeah.
enemies.
But
There
I'm
you
talking
go.
about like right now.
Oh,
like,
right now, I don't know.
Like
I don't
no?
think so.
All right.
No, not at the moment.
Just we're the most important ones.
Yeah, for sure.
We're the best.
For sure. So go ahead and look out for the 4-song tape coming out, and then hopefully get a whole fucking full album, man.
I want
Yeah.
to, man. Hell yeah.
That'd be great with titles,
What,
With
Titles.
what song titles? Yeah.
right? If you guys can message in, hit them up on Instagram. If you got any suggestions for titles,
Slide into our DMs.
you know,
Quick funny note: we have one song called New/Old, and it was because we called it New Old, and then I was like, well, let's just put a slash in it so it makes it look legit.
Yep. We just
that's the best you came up with.
yeah,
Makes all the difference.
yeah.
All right.
New/Old.
So look for New/Old. There you go. Again, guys, thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks a lot,
Hope you
man.
guys have
It's
fun.
fun.
Yeah,
Super
man.
fun.
You guys,
great.
again, check them out. Enemy, Bandcamp, Instagram. Any shout outs? Anybody? Come on.
No, I don't. No.
No shoutouts.
Thank you to my mom.
Shout out to everybody's mom, Austin the hippie,
The people that do listen to us.
and Prog Rock.
Prog rock.
All right.
Prog rock, math rock.
Math Rock. There you
Yeah.
go. I got to learn that one. Math Rock. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're out, man.
Thank you.
Go Dodgers.
Thank you.